How did the Cold War affect culture? Have you ever wondered how a political conflict could shape an entire culture? The Cold War had a profound impact on Latin American culture, influencing art, music, and societal narratives. This period brought about political repression and artistic resistance that defined a generation. During the Cold War, the United States intervened in Latin America to counter communism. This often meant targeting left-leaning artists and intellectuals, labeling them as threats. Governments supported by foreign powers suppressed cultural expressions from indigenous and working-class communities. For instance, folk music and murals that celebrated labor rights or indigenous heritage were censored or manipulated to fit anti-communist agendas. Military regimes that rose during this time enforced strict censorship. This led to the emergence of underground cultural movements. Protest music, literature, and theater became vital tools for dissent. In Chile and Argentina, the Nueva Canción movement blended traditional folk music with themes of social justice. However, its artists faced persecution for their lyrics that criticized authoritarian rule and inequality. In Cuba, after the revolution in 1959, artists had to navigate state mandates to create works that promoted socialist values. This significantly altered the cultural output of the island. The Cold War also deepened social divides, which influenced narratives in literature and film. Stories highlighting rural poverty or the marginalization of indigenous people became central themes. These issues were legacies of colonial land ownership that were worsened by Cold War interventions. The portrayal of Latin America as a battleground against communism seeped into media, reinforcing stereotypes of instability and foreign dependency. In response to these challenges, cultural identity became a powerful form of resistance. Indigenous communities revitalized pre-colonial traditions to assert their autonomy. Urban intellectuals began to fuse Marxist ideas with local art forms. This period laid the groundwork for contemporary Latin American culture, where themes of historical memory and social justice remain as prominent. To illustrate this rich history, consider using archival footage of protests or censored art. Highlight the evolution of Nueva Canción and its influence on modern Latin protest genres. Contrast U.S. Cold War propaganda films with Latin American documentaries that critique foreign intervention. Sharing oral histories from artists or activists who lived through authoritarian regimes can provide a personal touch. Showcasing how traditional crafts or festivals suppressed during the Cold War are being reclaimed today can also resonate with audiences. By focusing on authenticity and local resilience, we can better understand how the Cold War shaped Latin American culture. This complex history continues to influence creative works, making it a fascinating topic for anyone interested in culture and history.